Welcome back, everybody. We are going to share another free recipe with you guys. This is going to be a super hard, super cleansing, but also conditioning bar of soap, and you're going to love this recipe. I do want to say a little disclaimer that this is by far one of the ugliest soaps I've ever made, and I will get into the details of that, of why it turned out so bad, and let you know the mistakes I made so you don't have to make the same ones. So for the ingredients of this recipe, we're going to use beeswax, coconut oil, some tallow, and grapeseed oil as our ingredients, which are all just pretty basic. It's what I had on hand. The original thought process behind this recipe was I wanted to make the lava soap. If you guys are familiar with it, it is a big name brand soap that has pumice in it. However, I did not have some of those ingredients, so if you want me to get the ingredients for you and formulate it, if you're looking for a lava dupe, let me know in the comments and I will go ahead and share it with you guys, because it seems pretty basic to me. But I think this is going to be a very comparable bar once it cures and everything is ready. Like I said, I just kept it simple with 4 ingredients. I stuck to hard oils just to give me a harder, longer lasting bar. Now let's talk about pumice a little bit as an ingredient. If you're not familiar with it, it is derived from volcanic rock. It's often used in soap to create a scrubbing or an exfoliating effect. It helps remove dirt, grease, grime, dead skin cells, and it also makes a popular ingredient for heavy-duty hand cleaners or foot scrubs. So if you're looking for some kind of soap to do that, this is going to work for you. It can remove all the stubborn grease. I've used it in so many soaps before. I often market it as a mechanic soap, a gardener soap. Anyone who just kind of gets their hands dirty, this is going to be one of the ingredients we want to use. Also, when you make a soap with pumice, you want to make sure you're using other moisturizing ingredients so it can be a little bit gentler on the skin. And you can use it in any type of soap. I just don't use it often enough. I only do it when somebody requests it, because personally I don't have much need for it. I don't need this extra grit in my soap. Now, one thing I did different to make sure that we had a harder bar of soap is I went ahead and I mixed the lye, and once all the lye was completely incorporated, I added a little bit of salt, and I kind of just eyeball it, a shake or two. When you add salt to your soap, it is going to give you a harder bar, so keep that in mind. You do not have to do that, and I may have skipped that step. Might have been a good idea, but I think the other thing with this recipe when I made it is I wanted to use my massage bars and fill the cavities with it, but also I showed really quickly the temps on here. They were a little bit high for soaping at. I usually try to stay around 110 degrees, but with the beeswax in there and all the other hard oils, I didn't want to wait for it to cool all the way down, so I just went ahead and mixed it. I did have a lot of acceleration. I double checked the fragrance oil that I was using with it, and it was the first time I've used this fragrance oil, but there was no reviews or anything that said the fragrance oil caused the acceleration, so I don't believe that was the issue. I also thought it would be nice to share the properties of the soap recipe as I have them, so that if you guys take notes or you see this recipe and you want to modify it, you can modify it how you want by using any kind of soap calculator that you want to use online. I know the original soap calculator is down and out. It's actually located on Wholesale Supplies Plus website, and I've heard a few other soap suppliers websites, so you probably still find it, but I know there's lots of other apps that people prefer over that. So like I said, I'm just showing it for you guys for reference if you're learning how to make soap and you need a better understanding of recipe and don't want to waste a lot of time trying to figure them out. So go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think I should have done differently so this soap didn't turn into a thick rock right away, because when I was doing this, I tried to pour it into the normal mold that I would pour it into, so I have a little bit more control in getting it in these nice molds. I wanted it in my cup. However, at this point, the soap was getting really hot. Like, it almost felt like it was on fire. It was very hot to the touch. I could not push it all the way down in the molds. I thought I had, but I didn't. Also, when I'm using these molds, I like to break the seal at least a day or so before I pop it out of the mold, so that way they don't break and fall off. At first I thought they did break and fall off, but no, the soap just didn't get deep enough in the cavity. So let me know what you guys would do different or what other kind of videos you guys want to see, and don't forget to check out some of the other stuff on the channel.